offside.
The referee for this one is Rasto Rasavengi. That total of matches he's been in control of from his career start continues to build. 193 on the men's tour. This is a stop for him. This is a stop for him in the men's tour because he switches to the women's tour from here. And when it gets to the Olympic Games in Rio, he'll be back doing both the men's and the women's. Rasta Rasavengi. Quade Cooper, you see, is one of the big personalities in this game as the kickoff comes here from James Stannard, and Australia in their gold colours go in against Fiji in the white and the black. The fourth playoff in the HSBC 7 Series here in Vancouver. We've got some thrilling players, both young and old, in this game. Good work there by Quade Cooper straight away. He's ripped the ball out of the hands of Kolini Sau, the Fijian captain, and the Aussies are having the first play with it. Here's the elusive Cooper. His pass doesn't quite connect, but the referee says that was a deliberate knockdown, and so early on there is a man going to the bin for Fiji.
Well, drama and excitement right in the first 45 seconds. Australia with a man up, and of course Chucky Stannard, he is their playmaker. Look for him to get involved.
Kirioni Talinga. So the game resumes 7 against 6. Australia have the advantage here. Cooper puts a man into the gap. You saw that little pause and then the bullet pass to try to create space. It didn't quite come off, but looks like the Aussies are keen to use the brilliance and the skill making of Cooper. Va'alaba'al not able to hold on here.
Okay, crap. As you know, in the game of sevens, they got to take their chances. Fine. So clock ticking away here for the man on the sin bin for Fiji.
Mulivoro, he goes for the gaps always. Turns up all over the park. Emosi Mulivoro. Out wide, it's gone from Joshua Vithi. He's been a rare player to start on the tour. Halfway line. Running with the ball there. Veramalua, one of their danger men as well, as is the monster figure of Pio Tuai. 6 against 7. And they've got the ball and the break and the try for Dakuwanga.
Scoring a try with 6 men is so difficult, but Fiji make it look easy. Dakuwanga spots the gap and busts straight through for the big score in this game. Such a delight to watch.
Conversion to come from Kolini Sau. Dakuwanga has been working at Nandi Airport for a long time now, security officer there. That's the big tourist arrival airport in Fiji. There he is. And so the South Pacific touch shown there on that try. And here is on the sideline the Samoan team doing their celebration. It's called the Manu Samoa, and it's the challenge laid down to teams. And it's symbolic to them challenging other teams for the next tournament. So many of the nations of the Pacific have a challenge. Tonga and Fiji and Samoa and New Zealand with its haka, of course. And now we have the game resuming. Colin Foley, 7 points to 0. Fiji lead. First look at this game for Henry Hutchison. This live wire, out wide, backline runner for the Aussie team. Stannard. There's a bouncing pass not connecting, but the referee, Rastavengi, has ruled the Fijian players offside. Stanford. Cooper. Stanford again. Cooper found a little bit of an old-fashioned sevens period of play there. They don't mind bouncing on the feet like a middleweight boxer to keep possession and probe for the gaps. There is Cooper. Deflected away by Talinga, who's back on the field from his spell in the Sin Bid. 2:45 to go, the fourth place match in Vancouver. Lost forward.
Wow, it's a bruising one indeed. It's what you expect from the Fijians. But the way they pass the ball with one hand around the tackle is just phenomenal stuff. Cooper actually got put on his back there, told to take a seat.
Sat him on his wallet.
Okay, crouch.
Fine. That's cruel. There's a lot of good, solid professionals in this game now. Fiji team, of course, still with the backdrop of the incredible damage at home from Cyclone Winston. Messages home throughout the week to see how the repairs are going. And the fans here in the stadium donated monies from the sale of the tournament programs, and the British Columbia government, the BC government, donated $100,000 to start the rebuild, or assist with the start of the rebuild of Fiji. So some wonderful backstories here to this tournament. The Samoan team, for instance, lost two players, one through injury, but one through the very sad death of the mother of one of the players, and they couldn't get replacements here in time. So they played so wonderfully and won the previous final with only 10 in their squad when they can or could have had 12. Some very human stories.
And of course, Keith, Kaleni Sauer there in your picture, and Wasali Sorobi, we spoke to him, dedicated last week's victory to the people of Fiji back home. Something small for them to take a little bit of hope as they rebuild there.
Yes, Jerry, just bring it
Yes, and they made reference to the fact that they just wanted to win it to hopefully put a smile for a short time on those people devastated by the cyclone back home, Cyclone Winston. And the theme of their country's rebuild, and certainly with the team here, is we are stronger than Winston. Oh, and here is the sadness for Australia. This is Henry Hutchison, who was born in 1997, so he's only just turned 19 years of age, and he hobbles to the sideline. Let's give this guy recognition too for the impact he's made on the Sevens world in the brief time he's been on the tour. And let's hope we see much more of Henry Hutchison. Just love watching two tough teams playing it out. And this time we've got John Porch, who's a new player in the team for this tournament. He's made his debut in Wellington. Quade Cooper got the twinkling feet, but his grasp on the ball leaves a bit to be desired, Quade, and he's handed it off to Verimalua, and you shouldn't do that. Now there's the try scorer, Dakuwanga, and there's a pass out wide, and it's the man who's all over the park at all times in every tournament he plays, Musi Muliboro.
Well, Quade Cooper, he had the great sidestep for the dance, and then the ball just magically was disappeared out of his hands. Copperfield stuff, and in the air, Muliboro scores for Fiji.
Musi Muliboro, he's been around a while, 17 tournaments, but he just can't get a start with Kalini Sau there and Jerry too wide. But he's been patient, and he's got the call up again, and he's takes his chances when they come, and they're going to have a restart just before the half-time break. His try makes it 12-0. This is the fourth place match. This could well have been a final if these two teams had have won their very exciting semi-finals. Sam Myers on the field. From the bench, Pon Foley now. This is Johnston. He's also new in the team this year, Tom Kingston. run here by Stefan van der Walt. And, well, new kids everywhere. Van der Walt, Thunderbolt. Try under the posts.
Yeah, from Klerksdorp in South Africa originally. Spotted the eye of the coaches. And friend, and cutting back in. That is an absolute magic try from the big man. And just before the half as well.
That could make a big difference in the game. The conversion is over to make it just 12-7. It'll be a vital part of the game to see who scores first in the second half. 12-7 to Fiji.
Can score tries and win kickoffs as well.
Referee Rastabengi kicks off, blows the kick off, and the second half begins. And lost forward in that vital part of the game where arms are flying and fingers are grabbing for the ball. Quite often we have stops there, but it's all important that possession is secured there, because I think there's a stat that says that if you grab the ball at the kickoff, you score over 80% of the time that follows.
That is very true, Keith, and that's why it's the most practiced set piece, although only 20% of kickoffs have been retained here. Just a little bit of friendly short pulling there.
That's Mulivoro. He's just pulling it down out shorts. They just annoy him. Just annoy him a little bit, just to distract his thinking, his planning. See if he does it again here. Watch number 6 to see if he pulls the shorts. Here he is. See that?
Oh, Mulivoro is he's like an ingrown hair.
It's just annoying. There goes Cooper. And he gets it out wide to the flying man who ran so well, Porch. In the first half, that's a second good run by Porch. A lovely pass by Cooper. That's quality there. And Cooper goes again. I think Cooper should go full bore here. He jinks a bit, but sends the out-of-backs Van der Walt into space. It's worked out well because here's Myers on the 22. Australia are behind, but they have possession. No, they haven't. Mulivoro, in his keenness to get the ball, has knocked it forward.
You're right, though. Cooper should go full ball, have a real crack. He can't be standing still. He's just got to take it at speed and put that step, the jump step of his. This is that last bit of this. Just a little bit of soccer being played in the end there from the Fijians.
Strapping coming in here. And there is Cooper. Hasn't started very much in this game. If he wants to go to the Olympic Games, he's got to get as many tournaments on board as he can. We wonder if we'll see him in Hong Kong and Singapore and Paris and London as the 4 tournaments remain.
Yeah, you know, I was going to be bold and say I don't think he's fitting in as well as one would have hoped.
Again, the nice pass. That one's a good one to Tom Kingston. But again, from it, the ball has gone on the Fiji side. And here they come. Talinga has given it away now to Jerry Tuwai. And now with big Dakuwanga, who's been so impressive here. And now it's gone to Modanabangi. And here is Dakuwanga again. Out wide to Verimalua. Runs with the ball in one hand. Can pass it in one hand. Did it hit someone's hand there? If it did, it went backwards, says referee Rastavenge. And now we're having another period where there's a lot of dropsy being played.
Time off. Yep.
There were bodies everywhere down, Keith, on the ground. 8 errors made in total, 5 for Australia. The score is only 12-7. But boy, these players are putting their bodies on the line. So impressive are the Fijians at offloading. They get tackled and are able to throw it away. That one doesn't quite go to hand. It still goes backwards. And then some of the Aussie bodies come flying in. Van der Walt as well was in there also, I think.
Fiji played 2 thrillers early in the second day. The first against USA. They won it in extra time, 31-26, and they then lost to South Africa. Could just as easily as gone their way. South Africa through to the final. Space now for Fiji, just 15 metres out. Diving in for the ball is Jerry Tuwai. Now here's Australia. Here's their chance. Connor Mitchell, the young man in his first tournaments into the game. Bit of tough pulling on the hair, what it looked like on Fa'alava. And here's a breakout run by John Kingston. But he's been buried by Talinga. And that was a heavy fall on Kingston from Talinga. And this is tough stuff now. Joshua Viti away from Myers. Out to midfield now. It's gone to Connor Mitchell. And now it's running again from John Porch. And if he brings this round, Australia might get the lead because the kick for extra points will follow. His first ever try on the HSBC series.
And it was a beauty at that. Stretched the legs, got the gallop going and the jump as well. 100-metre hurdles. He's over in the corner, and Australia were down to 6 because the play was down after he got crunched there. Kingston is still heavily... Oh, he looks a bit groggy as he leaves the field on this side. But it's 12 all, Keith. What a thriller.
Kingston staggering to the sideline. Wade Cooper could take the lead. Let's look at his kick. It's a good one. And Cooper has done it. Some might say against the odds. Port scored the try and Cooper converted. The Aussies have got the lead. 2 minutes to play.
Last week they went down to Fiji, and so that's always in the back of their minds. They want to finish off this tour on a high. The other men from Australia.
Now Cooper, a flat kickoff. That's an unusual one and a very good one from Cooper. He went flat for position and got good ground gain.
Very clever indeed. I've always wondered why you kick to the pods that are already waiting, especially when they lift each other these days. So deft touches from Quade Cooper have Australia up by 2.
Anxious faces. Jerry Tuwai. Subs happening now. Referee speaking with the Aussies and subs coming on. No, it's a substitute for Fiji. Savanatha Rawatha is going to go right out onto the edge of their back line, and that was where he is dangerous, number 11, because he gets the ball and he's like a big bus coming at you. And there's the throw, and it's gone to Colin Nassau. Now they're trying to get it to Rawatha straight away. Colin Nassau into contact. Nangusa, jumping ball, he's off the bench. Talinga now of the yellow carded. And there is Rawatha, probing for gaps in midfield. Colin Nassau, Rawatha here, trying to bust his way forward. Very good tackle by Alan Fa'alava. Fiji know this is desperate times. Modanavangi is on the field. Here is Nemani Nangusa. This is Kitione Talinga, who scores tries at vital times in the game. And here's the man off the bench who can score them from anywhere in the park. Australia have done well in this ruck, and it's their possession. And it's gone to Sam Myers, and he's offloaded to Porch. And what a wonderful start for John Porch to come into the team, former Australian schoolboys player, and he has just one tournament to his name. It was in Wellington, and back again in Vancouver. He has made the difference.
His name will be very popular in Australia right now. And look at this dive, 5 meters short just to slide over as well. He'll carry him over. Delight for Australia. They've come back after last week's loss and done superbly here in the 3rd, 4th place clash.
What do they say? If you don't like it, stay under the porch. Well, he scored 2 critical tries. And here is Cooper's conversion attempt. Time is up on the clock. Australia have won this one and won it well. It was the 3rd, 4th playoff game, and a critical player in the game was young John Porch, 22 years of age, and he's written his way into the Aussies scoring with 2 very good efforts, and they've won it well. The 3rd, 4th, points, the best of them for third place, will go to Australia.